All right, we're rolling.
All right, the Spark and Plug Talks. We are here with the fantastic Tim Bass. Thank you for coming out, man.
Thank you very much for
Appreciate
having
it.
me.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, Tim came out, played 3 songs for us. You can listen to this, then go watch that. Fantastic. I loved each one of them.
Thank you.
They're great. I really loved the headache weed one. That one's going to stick with me for a long time. Tim, man, well, first off, thank you for coming out.
I got a recording of Randy Crouch singing that. Now, that's extra special.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for
having
crazy
me.
enough. You only live like 10 minutes away. That's insane.
I mean, literally just
Is
down
that the
street.
closest Spark and Plug?
That
excluding
Adam,
Eric?
Adam, and Eric.
We can't include Adam and Eric.
Okay, if we exclude a few very particular people that we're really, really good friends with.
Adam just walked across the field.
Yeah, Adam lives right behind us over here. But yeah, man, damn, that's all. That's just insane. Who would have guessed?
I know. I can't believe we haven't met.
That's it. Yeah, dude. It's been pretty fantastic so far. So I'm looking forward to what will unravel here in this podcast.
Oh man, I just
the
appreciate
mind
you
of Tim.
It's a shallow pool.
Do not dive.
Do no diving.
So it all started when I was born.
Man, what's so I always like to start with like what'd you start listening to? What were you listening to when you were a kid? What were your parents playing? That kind of stuff.
Man, my dad had I don't know where he got this record collection. There was only like maybe 45 albums in it, and it was everything. I mean, everything. Flip Wilson records, movie themes from really bad Marlon Brando movies.
Fantastic.
Just everything. And it was just great. And we'd sit there, back then, that's what you did. And we'd sit there and listen to those records. And, I finally branched out on my own. And I think probably my first record.
Velvet Underground with the scratch off banana peel.
I wish I was that cool.
Somebody else said that the other day. They were like,
man.
no. Was it Gordon who was like, I wish I was as cool. I could do something cool like that.
No. It was actually Kiss. I was a huge Kiss fan. Huge Kiss fan. I loved them.
Hell yeah, man. Why not?
I went to see them in Tulsa, man. I'm going to tell you what, they rocked the joint.
Hell yeah, dude. He still got that long ass tongue.
But I kind of, started there, and man, I just listened to everything. I just love everything. All kinds of music. I don't think there's any, type of music that's better than any other kind of type. It's just whether it's good or not.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I mean, are there any records in particular back in the day that were like really?
Yeah, Jim Croce. I had Time in a Bottle, the best of Jim Croce. And I would listen to that. Just 2 guitars playing. There wasn't any craziness back there, and just great songs and great musicianship. Those songs I still can't play. I listen to them, I'm like, I can't play that. But that was a huge one. My Kiss records were big. One big one that we had, it was actually my brother's, but we shared a room. He had a double Bob Wills album.
Nice.
And we thought that was the greatest thing we'd ever heard in our life.
Shit.
Absolutely. We'd play that thing over and over and over. Just absolutely loved it. And I'm a big Beatles fan, that kind of thing.
He's the king of Texas swing?
King of Western swing.
Western swing.
He was the first big act at Cain's. They do live radio.
Yeah, it's the home of Bob. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's what it is, yeah.
Listen to that Western swing. I absolutely loved it. So I had kind of a songwriter / musician. Their musicianship was amazing. So,
did you play in like high school, like band or anything like that? I
actually started on the cello.
Nice.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man.
Yes.
String instrument.
Love the cello. I was in the All City Orchestra in Oklahoma City.
Oh, no shit.
That. And I actually had to wear my baseball uniform to the big concert because I was splitting.
Baseball, small engine repair, and the big concert, huh?
Man of many trades.
I was like, I'm out of here. And walked off. And they were kind of like, I guess he's going to his game. But yeah, I started off in cello and guitar, of course. And I mostly now play bass when I'm playing with a band. Or
okay, right on.
I like to play upright. And
that's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah,
man, I'm saying you can really get into some upright.
Yeah, I can, I like slapping all that, bass lines out.
I feel like contrary to popular belief with like with every other instrument, you actually get cooler when you go to the jazzier side of like, you know, the swinging side of bass as opposed to just like standard bass, you know?
Yeah, you're kind of like
can
Mac
actually-
Daddy in the band. If
Yeah.
you're the bass player, like in an R&B band, or you're kind of like Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
fucking like looks to you,
Bootsy.
dude.
But if you're in a rock band, then it's like you're automatically the fourth
You
most
don't look
attractive
like
person.
that,
In
man.
a
Yeah.
fourth in a 4-piece band, you're the fourth most attractive person in that band always.
I saw some guy, he had an ad up, I think it was on Facebook. He was looking for a bass player, and he was like looking between 23 and 33. And I was like, nobody gives a fuck how old the bass player is.
Heard that. That rings true.
Shout
for
out to
us.
Eric. Yeah. Our bass player's older than us.
Nah, nobody cares how old the bass player
Nobody gives
is.
a shit. Yeah,
You
that'll
take what you
instill
can
some-
get. And,
Absolutely.
We didn't even tell him about you, Eric, if you're listening.
Yeah,
This
just
will
pick that
instill
one
some
out.
confidence in you. Yeah, nobody gives a shit, man.
I mean, you know, it's just a bass player. Hey,
Well-
he's there picking up the check.
Yeah, exactly. Always phoning it in. Tim, when did you start playing music, man? When did you start like? Did you always know you were going to want to play it, or were you like listening, just like hell yeah?
All my friends got into it. You know, we all got guitars when I was probably 16 or 17.
Yeah, right on.
And,
Okay.
After I had retired from the cello industry, I
No YouTube back there, man. How are you learning?
man. You actually sat down to a record
Oh my God!
and you put that needle back and forth and pray that song only has about 4 chords, you know.
yeah.
But trying to learn, you know, Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult just off the record's actually pretty hard. That's
Yeah,
I can-
no
I can
shit.
see it,
yeah.
yeah.
I believe it, man.
Like, what the fuck is he
What
doing?
the
You're like,
fuck? I
a
don't even
different
know what he's
tuning.
doing.
What does that mean?
Fuck it, we'll learn some Bryan Adams.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Baby, you're all that I want.
Summer '69, that was our big one. My first band. That was one of our showstoppers.
What was your first band called?
We were called the Changes, and you know, it was just buddies band, and we had a lot of fun. We were awful, but
That's how all first bands.
we
do.
had a lot of fun.
What?
you know.
And you guys were playing in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
What were
and-
some of those venues you were striking up back
Samurai?
Man, I wish we played the Samurai. I was never cool enough for the Samurai. No, we played a lot of like, you know, Holiday Inn ballrooms, you know, or
Nice.
I got you.
the local watering hole that needed a cover band. We were just strictly a cover band, and
Yeah.
not even a good one at that. But and we had a lot of fun with it. But I'm the only one still out there playing. I guess the bass player from that band is still playing, but yeah, I actually played keyboards in that band, and even though I couldn't play keyboards, that could have been a problem. But you know,
Middle C, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of fuck around with that for
exactly,
enough.
you know,
It sounded pretty good.
transpose everything to see. But
There's only so many keys. Just start pressing them until something sounds right.
yeah, I can play in that key. But you know, we do Cars songs and things like that. And,
Nice.
half the band was kind of punkish new wave, and the other half was like solid '70s rock. So, you know, we eventually just broke up, and but we had a good time. It was kind of like half Pink Floyd songs, and the other half would be like, you know, Timbuktu songs, and I think we were
Sailor
confusing.
say brandy.
I think we
You're
were
a fine
confusing.
girl.
What a good wife! I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I do know that.
Hell yeah.
They'd be going to the intro to Pigs and like, doing all the pig noises and shit.
That's an interesting tune.
What the fuck is this?
If you're a guitar player, that's a really interesting tune, Brandy. But,
Yeah?
yeah, it really is. But you know, just I had an itch to write and moved to Nashville, and my brother and I were over there for a while. And
Did your brother play?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, right on.
We've been playing together for years and years and years. He's actually the singer. He's just the best singer I've ever heard. But yeah, we just been.
Well, hell, he
kinda
don't live like
together.
right over in Chandler or nothing, too, does he?
He does. He
Oh,
does.
my
but
God.
His wife is getting ready to have knee surgery here in just a couple of days, so they had some things they had to do.
Oh, I gotcha.
So we were over there writing. Met a lot of great writers. Wrote some good songs.
Nashville, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Man, went
Yeah.
out, did it, been there.
Been there, and enjoyed that and ended up back here in Oklahoma. And I moved to Austin for a while. And
Was it worth it going out there to Nashville, you think?
oh, yeah. I absolutely loved it.
Is it really? I mean, I've visited Nashville, but, you know, I've never, like, ingratiated myself there and the stuff they got going on. I mean, is it really, like...
Oh, it's a great
just
place.
Music?
Yeah. I mean, you know, for guys like us who love to play and write and are really into it, I mean, there's just something great going on every night.
Every night, yeah.
Just absolutely cool. And had some family issues, came back, so I moved to Austin for a while and New Orleans. Just kind of, you know, bebopping around. But I've been out here for a while now and still love to play every day.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
The so when were you like writing your own songs?
I started that back with my the very first band I was in. I was like, aren't we supposed to write songs or something? I mean, that's what the Beatles did. So
Can't be that hard, you know what I'm saying?
So I was trying to write, and you know, they just didn't want to do anything like that. So I said, okay. But I don't know. I was always kind of had a lean towards writing. I love writing songs. And
what's your writing process like? I mean, do you kind of just start fiddling around, or do you write down lyrics first or something?
You know, I'll get a line in my head and like, that sounds good. And then I'll just...
Like headache weed?
Yeah.
You're just like, that's got to be something.
Yeah, I'll get some lyrics in my head or something. Then I'll basically stick a Jerry Jeff Walker melody to it and call it good.
Yeah, hell yeah. Why not? Sure, man. Well, it's always interesting, you know, like I kind of, when I write stuff, it's kind of like 90% of the time, I'll probably just, you know, jot something down, some stuff in my notes on my phone or something, and then I'll kind of revisit it, you know, because I think subconsciously I kind of attach melodies to them without even realizing it, and then when I go and try and match it to some music, I'm kind of, it's not really like forming new melodies, but I'm kind of just like, I don't know, bending them and stretching them to that piece of music or whatever it is I'm trying to. And sometimes it works really well. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I feel like it's almost puts me in like a box kind of, you know, because I'm so used to doing it that way, you know, that I've got like these preconditioned melodies or something that I immediately go to and stuff. And,
well,
but I don't know. It's different for everybody, you know, like some people, they do stuff entirely the other ways. It's always interesting.
You know, and it's always basically different too. You know? I will just, you know, write down notes in my phone every now and then. If I get a line, you know, because evidently I had a song in mind because I found a message in my phone that said, "Don't get drunk and call your ex." So
there you go. Good life advice. Good song advice. Yeah.
So that must have been a song I was thinking of or something. But
yeah, man, I'm the same way. It just, I'll jot something down or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I look back and I'm just like, man, what the hell are you talking about? You know, you don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, I've written, you know, tons and tons of really shitty songs too.
Well, yeah, you got to.
That's the thing, you know.
So what, 9 out of 10 is shitty, and then maybe 9 out of
lucky.
19 out of 20 is shitty, and then maybe one's like not too bad.
That's not too bad. But you know, and everybody's their own worst critic. You know, there could be a song that you hate and everybody else loves, and you're like, God damn, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Man.
Have you recorded some in like your studio and stuff? Have you done any albums, anything like that?
Oh yeah, I got a couple albums out on Spotify out there.
What was your when you were recording? What was your like feel of the studio and stuff? Were you kind of like, this kind of sucks. Feels like I'm kind of draining the life out of these things, or was it more positive than that?
The stuff I recorded in the studio with a full band, and that's got a great vibe. I love it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But most of my stuff I've just done in my own studio, and I basically play all the instruments myself because I don't have any friends. That's the problem. But and you know, it's just grinding through there and trying to figure out what works.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, being here and doing our own thing and stuff, it seems, I don't know, we've done pretty good here recently of like pushing out of the mindset of, you know, just keep going, just keep pushing, because I don't know, man, it's so easy to hit a wall and just be like, God damn it, I'm never going to get done with these fucking songs. And then you just like, every time you listen to the song, you're like, I hate this song. Like you just start it and you're like, I hate it. You know, and it's like.
Well, I actually, during the pandemic, I really got into bossa nova music.
Okay,
Love
cool.
it,
Nice.
You know, and I wrote an entire bossa nova album and recorded it. And then I went back and I looked at it and I thought, what the fuck are you thinking?
You can only pull off some stuff, you know.
Good Lord.
What do you
man.
mean
You
I
did a
shouldn't
whole
release
album.
it? Yeah,
So
what
that
do you
means
mean?
for a whole album's
Yes, a whole
worth, you were
album,
out of your
11
mind.
songs. I know.
Where were you in those 11 songs?
Man, I just
In love with Quincy Jones.
Yeah, man. You know, Joe Beam and listening to "Girl from Ipanema" every day. It was kind of started during the pandemic, you know.
Yeah.
And you're sitting around all the time with nothing to do, and I was like, "Hey, Boss Nova."
I mean, I can see that with like one song, but you're like, I got wrote a whole album's worth.
I
look back
should
like,
release-
What the fuck was I thinking?
I should release a reggae version of
I
Roxanne.
should.
Yeah, that everyone will really appreciate that.
I love reggae. I've been actually thinking about doing some reggae. I was like, you just did a Boss Nova album. Nobody wants.
And you
Why
do like
reggae?
a whole Brian Adams catalog. And
I'll do that.
He said, "No." That's
I
easy
don't even.
money.
I can't even like impersonate a
No, how that would is.
summer
Where
'69
that
in
would
Bossa
begin
Nova.
I was thinking more of like cuts like a knife.
Sounds
No,
like-
I wrote,
Sounds like hell.
I wrote all the songs. Didn't do any covers. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I
man, you're
did
not
this.
releasing it. Come on,
I
dude.
don't know, man. I don't know.
We need a Spark and Plug exclusive performance of Tim Bay's Bossa Nova album.
We'll put some
Yeah.
extra production behind it and everything.
Oh man, yeah.
Shit,
I
man.
don't know what
Holding
I'll
out
do
on
that.
us.
I'll space out and get into something and just write. You know, like man, this is what they're waiting for. A Tim Bay's reggae album.
This is what the man. This is the crowd.
You got to give him the hits, Tim.
No
Come
wonder
on, give
I
him the
haven't
hits.
done shit. I haven't put out my reggae yet.
Yeah. This is what's going to take
That's what
you
they're
off,
looking for.
man. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Why not?
Finally.
Yeah, that's what they're waiting for.
Hell yeah. So you really are influenced by kind of everything.
Everything.
Right on, man.
Absolutely everything.
What would you say are some of the more out there records that you think people need to know of that you're a big fan of?
Absolutely.
Katy
Antonio
Perry?
Carlos Jobim. If you like bossa nova, man, and people singing in Portuguese, which I know is huge around here.
What a
But,
niche. What an incredible niche.
Singing in Portuguese, huh?
That's a beautiful language. But yeah, you know, anything that man, just try something new. So many people my age, you know, I'm almost 60, so everybody my age, they're like still listening to the same shit they were listening to in '84. You know, the same damn Rush albums. Look, I love Rush, but try something new for crying out loud. Anyway.
I don't know, man. I think you're preaching it's falling on deaf ears. They're just like, well, why the hell would I? Everything sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way they act, you know. And shit, like I said, I love Rush as much as anybody, but you know, just try something new. Just buy something. Well, buy something off the shelf, but download something you would never think of downloading.
Yeah.
I mean, most shit's basically free anyway.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube don't cost nothing.
No, don't. And Spotify, you know, you can just go on there and listen, and maybe you'll stumble across one of my songs, and I'll get 0.3% of a penny.
You're missing about 6 zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need that Bossa Nova album to blow up.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't think I want to put the Bossa Nova out. You know, you put out stuff on Spotify, whatever. It just goes into the ether. I mean, that shit's just gone.
No, you want to
know?
live quietly.
Like a friend that owes you
release
money,
that-
you'll never hear from it again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. There's got to be a better way. That's what I keep thinking. There's got to be a better way.
I
And
don't
then
know, man.
Spotify wants to charge me to advertise on Spotify, and hell, they don't even give me a Prime membership. I still got to pay for Spotify. Like, God damn.
It's a bunch of bullshit, dude.
Bastards.
They pay
It
extra money.
sucks.
You got to pay your distribution service extra money just to put lyrics on there.
Yeah,
It's just a bunch of bullshit, man. It sucks. It does cheapen. You know, music is more accessible than ever, but it certainly feels like it cheapens the value of it and it's so easy. It's so easily accessible.
Well, you know, when growing up, we had to invest a large amount of our money in an album.
Yeah.
You know, albums were like your big Christmas present. What'd you get? I got an album. Like, cool. And, you know, now everybody just kind of seems to think it's disposable. And I think it does cheapen the product. But on the other hand, you have a chance of being heard where 30 years ago you would have never been heard.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, so
That's a weird
it's
thing to
give and take.
navigate. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Man,
it's a weird thing.
Well, it just makes it so, because it's so out of your hands. You know, it just
yeah.
makes it so difficult to become invested because it's just like, I don't know. It feels like, you know, back in the day, it was like you could just get to work, playing shows,
Yeah.
hawking your albums, going and talking to whoever you thought might be able to help, and maybe they could help, and you'd actually play bigger shows, and then you play. Now it's just like you can invest. I don't know. You can just hope that some Instagram reel you post gets a bunch of views or something that you thought was funny. It's just so up in the air.
And it's random.
You don't have control over anything. It just makes it hard to want to invest time.
Well, and the thing is, too, even on Spotify or whatever, the most streamed albums have the most promotion money behind them. So, I mean, it's kind of the same thing, really. But, I put out albums in Spotify, and like I said, they just go away.
Oh, yeah, you get
that deal that shows you how many streams
check
you
after
got.
a year or whatever, and you're like, nice.
Yeah, I got that deal that shows you how many streams you got, and I open it up and it just says, bitch, please.
Yeah.
I've been
12.
there, man. Yeah.
12. Congrats.
Yeah,
Congrats to your 3 monthly listeners.
me and Aaron, like,
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them.
we cashed out. We had a band called Moses and the Long-Legged Emus, and we cashed out we put out some albums, just we didn't even fucking play shows. It was like a studio band more than anything. We just put out some albums, rock band, and kind of a joke, kind of not a joke. We didn't really know what we were doing with it. Anyways, we put it out, and I don't know, maybe a year and a half later, we were like, hey, maybe we should check that bank, the distribution account thing that we had $14 on that bitch, man. We were like, let's go eat Chinese food in celebration.
Hell yeah.
And then we went over there, and I was like,
At the China restaurant in Chandler.
I was like, fuck, man.
I missed
We're
that
eight-
place.
that place,
I
yeah.
We're
fucking missed
$8
that
short
place.
for about both of us to get a meal. I was like, well, shit. We almost were able to afford both.
It was a good meal, though. I missed that place so
Oh,
much,
it was
man.
good,
God
man.
damn
The
it.
people were so nice.
They knew my mom's order.
Yeah.
They knew her voice. Like, she
Yeah.
would call in. Like, yeah, it was
They
fucking
called me
crazy.
2 egg roll because
Two
I
egg
always
roll.
got an extra egg
They
roll.
knew everybody, dude. My mom would always order that when we'd go over their house. So she'd always be like, kids are in town and shit. And she'd be like, yeah, how'd
Man,
you know?
it's such a
Maybe-
bummer, too, because they're not even doing anything with that building.
I
They just
know. I
painted
guess it was going to
fucking
be a
green, and then
dispensary
now
or
it's
something.
nothing. Yeah.
Fuck, everything
great.
that closes comes back as a dispensary anymore.
It's like a ghost, some kind of...
Popping up like
Nah.
weeds.
It used to be a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I've heard
What?
that.
Yes.
I've heard that.
Yes, it was Kentucky Fried Chicken when I first moved out here.
That's insane, man.
Yeah. We had a KFC and we had a Little Caesars.
God,
shit.
my wife
know.
my wife's steaming right now. She loves Little Caesars. She's
Man,
like,
taco.
why?
Yeah, and so does Angelina. She likes Little Caesars
Yeah.
weird, too.
I'm
That's
like,
weird.
man, Little Caesars is
It's
like,
all right.
yeah, it's a solid,
Domino's
solid,
is pretty good.
right in the middle of the road.
Hey, man, Little Caesars works.
Walmart
you
pizza.
got $10.
Shit. There's a Taco Mayo in Chandler. What are you guys complaining about? I don't even have a Taco
look,
Mayo in
dude.
fucking Yukon.
I'm not one to shit on places, but
Well, I guess I got one in
it
Mustang.
just seems so gross in there sometimes. I walk
Not
in
at
there.
all,
Wow.
dude. They've been doing it for so long. They just got that. They
Yeah.
have
got
that shit. in
Those
the walls,
roaches are
man.
baked into that motherfucker.
Those
man.
roaches are practically running the kitchen, probably, dude. They probably got those fuckers back there running the potato loco fucking
Dropping
shit.
the fryers
I'll
and
tell you
shit.
what,
Yeah.
man. They need a double-decker taco. Like
I want one of those sour cream caulking guns they got.
remember the double-decker? They had them at
By God.
Taco Bell, and it was a tortilla with beans wrapping over a taco. Man, I tell
shit.
you, post-gig food, A+, man.
Good God. Just set you back in it. You wouldn't even make it to bed, man. You hit that
Oh,
couch,
man.
you hit that chair at home, and it's
Those some good eats. Coming home from the gig, a couple double-deckers.
Couple of double deckers, baby. Moon pie double decker too. While you're at it,
Tim, what's
Shit.
some of the best venues you've played, man?
Man, in Oklahoma, I always loved playing Mercury Lounge.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
Blue Note in Oklahoma City, and the Blue Doors, always a great one. Of course, Texas got a bunch of them, and I'm partial to playing where I can see the beach. That's a big plus for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
So not a lot of those in Oklahoma.
No, you have to get out of town for those, but they're worth it. And if I can sit there and have a cold beverage and look at the ocean while I'm playing music, well, shit, it don't get no better than that.
Hell yeah, man.
But the Mercury Lounge, Hunt Club up in Tulsa was always a lot of fun. you know, my brother and I, we're kind of the last of the dudes that played the old cut and shoot honky tonks, you know.
Cut and shoot honky
Oh, yeah,
tonks.
dance floor honky tonks, man. People in there dancing, drinking, having a great time.
Yeah.
And
Barbed wire in front of you.
There
all the
was
good
always
stuff.
some sort
the
of
chicken wire
malfeasance.
Oh, yeah, chicken wire in front of you.
No wire, because that's why Leo Fender invented the solid body guitar. You can deflect
Beat the
those
shit out. Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna jump down there and beat the shit out of them.
No, but yeah, we'd play those big old sheds like at Ken Lance Arena down in 80, you know, just watching, you know, 1,000 people just dance in a circle all night long. It was always kind of fun.
Right on.
You know,
It
and
was just you two, or is it?
no, we had a full band.
Was that when you were
back.
doing the swing thing?
Yeah, we were doing kind of pop country. Yeah, you always had to play some cover tunes, but
Yeah, little Shenandoah.
never played Shenandoah.
Oh,
I can't say as I did. Or Restless Heart. We didn't play any Restless Heart either, I remember. But, you know, that was fun that we can say, hey, we went through that, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah, man, of course.
The La Casa Club in Chickasha.
La
and,
Casa Club.
Yeah, Sherlock's in Oklahoma
So none of those
City.
are around anymore.
I don't think so. God, I hope not.
So honky tonks
It's all,
are dead.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
replaced all the
they'll-
live musicians with DJs.
Yeah, and I think everybody that
Now it's called Cowboys and Rednecks.
everybody that went to those old honky tonks died. So I guess
Womp womp.
just out of old age, they were pretty long in the tooth then. But boy, they knew
Out
how
of
to-
sadness, man, when
knew
they
how to
closed
have a
down.
good time. I guarantee you.
Hell yeah, man.
Nice.
That's pretty dope, dude. You know, you don't. I don't know. There's always somebody that surprises me. With like, oh, I'm a fan of this genre, you know. I'm a fan of bossa nova and western swing, you know. It's like, man, that's super cool. Oh, well, I knew there had to be fans because the genre exists, but it's like, you know, you don't meet them all that often.
Well,
I got to turn you on to one of the bands we had in here called 𝙀𝙤𝙖𝙨𝙤𝙀𝙀 is a heavy metal band.
Cool.
But they have a bossa nova breakdown section in one of their songs,
Awesome.
and it's on the Spark and Plug. If it's on our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram,
I'll go
you know,
find
whatever.
it.
Yeah, man, 𝙀𝙀𝙖𝙀𝙀. They were like,
Love
they even said before, and they're young, man. They're like 17, 18, 19.
It's good to see the kids out there
And
rocking.
they're like, this song has a bossa nova breakdown, and you know they'd been joking around the whole time. We're like, okay, and holy shit, all of a sudden they were
there
like,
it
My
is.
God, yeah.
they were getting it, dude, and it was awesome. We're like, afterwards, we said, you guys weren't lying. There was a bossa nova breakdown, and they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
we weren't lying. I was like, God damn, right on.
Yeah, man. You know, heavy metal and bossa nova, I love them both. So bring
Kind of
'em on.
backwards cousins,
Yeah.
in a way.
You know, the time signatures and all the weird things about bossa nova works well in heavy metal. you
Yeah,
know?
no doubt. Yeah, no doubt, man. Right on.
But look for my bossa nova album coming out.
Ah,
We dumped him into it.
What
We
are the
got
other? Yeah, we got him. We got another one, boys. We got him. What are the other albums you have out now?
I've got there's one on Spotify and the rest of them. It's called the hell is the name of that? Hey Now.
I know. Sorry to put you on the spot.
I know. Senior
Shit, what's
moment.
that?
Hey Now, and that it's kind of a. I guess it's kind of island reggae infused red dirt. The song I did tonight, 50 Hour Weeks, is on that album. But
Okay, so it's kind of like if Red Dirt Rangers had a baby with Jimmy Buffett.
yeah, and I've actually got one I did down in New Orleans on there, and it's a whole different deal.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's more of like a jazz and blues influence stuff.
Wow, sick.
And
Did you
that's
play all
called
the stuff
Voodoo
on it,
Willie.
or-
yeah, well, a couple guys helped me.
Oh,
down there.
okay, right
Yeah,
on.
New Orleans, you know, you can find people to help you
Down
out.
on the damn street.
Yeah,
to be out there playing. Yeah.
people blowing horns out there on the streets, beautiful. But I got one out there. It's called Waves.
Waves. Okay,
Waves,
right on.
Yeah, and it's just kind of singer songwriter stuff.
Cool.
You know, me emoting all over the place.
Damn it, Tim! I told you got to quit doing that.
Nobody's paying to see that either.
Yeah, well, coming soon, the Bossa Nova album. So
That's it. It's coming out.
Then it'll be nobody's paying to see that either.
Hey, that's what the world's been waiting for is a Tim Bay's Bossa Nova album.
Fantastic, man. Well, Tim, I can't thank you enough, man, for coming out.
Man,
Next time you got to bring your brother,
guys.
man.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
I will. Thank you guys so much for having me out.
Yeah,
I
of
really
course.
appreciate it.
And
It's a beautiful place you got here. Too.
I appreciate it, man. And we'll have you. We'll make sure to hit you up about Pig Fest November 2nd.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me know.
Missed out on the first one, but you're not missing out.
I will not miss
Hell
out
yeah,
on
man.
the next one. I guarantee it.
Well,
And I'm
hold you to
taking
that.
that big old dog home with me.
Roscoe out
Yeah.
front. Yeah.
Roscoe's our Walmart greeter.
Yeah, he is our Walmart greeter.
Man. I was like, oh,
There's a little
man.
one right beside him named Rosie. You see her
Yes,
when
I
she's
got
running
down
around.
there.
Yeah.
Rosie wanted some pets too, so I
Yeah.
got down there and had to love on Rosie a little bit.
Yeah, them
But
are the studio
big,
dogs.
Big Galapagos, I want to take home.
Yeah, big
He's a
old
goofy son of a
Roscoe.
bitch.
Yeah, man.
Roscoe's a good name for him. Well, I appreciate it, man. 3 songs, they'll be up, and if you're listening, you should go and check those out. You should check out. He's pretty prolific. He's got quite a few albums out, and hey, you know,
I've been at it
Bossa
for a
Nova
while.
soon. Maybe an exclusive performance here on the Spark and Plug. I don't know. We're in talks. We're in talks. Brief talks. You know. But yeah, man, can't say enough. Thank you so much taking the
Hey,
chance
thank you
driving out
guys.
here.
Thank you,
And,
guys. I appreciate it.
We will You'll be hearing from us soon.
All right, man. Well, you guys have a great night.
Yeah, you as well.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, we can't say anything to each other after we say goodbye here, so or it's gonna be weird.
Peace.